Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Right now, I'm here about to interview the one, the only Mr. Sir Bubba, and let's embark on his story and journey as the one of the coolest people I've ever met, hands down. Hello, Mr. Bubba.
Hello, Mr. Key.
All right, let's get down to the meats of the whole entire thing, and then we're gonna get a little personal. How did you come up with your name, Sir Bubba, as a streamer?
Okay, I came up with Sir Bubba because it's actually my gaming name. Um, but I'll go. I'll give you the whole backstory. When I was in high school, freshman in high school, I had a buddy of mine who was a senior in high school. His name was Joe Davis. He called me Bubba. He always called me Bubba for some reason. So as I started going through school as a freshman, everyone thought my name was Bubba, so it stuck. So I just started telling everybody my name was Bubba, and that's how I got Bubba. Most people don't even know my real name is Sean. And then when I started gaming, I'm like, Bubba was taken all the time, so I just put a Sir in front of it to make me sound like royalty, and that's how I got Sir Bubba.
Okay. Now, so you took Sir Bubba, turned that into your gaming name, correct?
Right, like
Okay.
when you see me, yeah,
Okay. Now, what so as a Twitch streamer, right? Because that's how I met you as a Twitch streamer.
right.
What are the things that you stream on your platform? What is it that Sir Bubba's known for? Like if
Well,
people like what is it?
right now I've been doing a lot of gaming, but I what I want to do, I want to do like a networking community where I go out, find people, get people together. You know, 'cause I think in business, networking is important. And if for some reason Twitch people don't see the importance in networking, you know, if you're on somebody else's stream or they're on your stream, you get a few more eyes as you might not have gotten before, and then you can, you know, build your stream a little more, and that way all help each other out. But it's a work in progress. I've been off for a while. Gotta get back into it.
Okay.
That's kind of my
What
goal.
what are some of the games that you would normally stream? And then what are some of the games that you don't stream like when you're offline? Like what are
Oh,
some games you play online like as a streamer and then when you're downtime you're like I'm gonna game. What are those games?
um, I play almost anything except for battle royales. I'm not really that fan of battle royales. I suck at them. Probably why I don't play them. But like when I originally when I started Twitch, I was gonna be a variety streamer where I was just gonna play whatever game was hot at the time, you know, and stream those. 'Cause that's kind of what I do anyway in my private time. But I do have a few games that I like playing more like art. I used to like the Division. Right now, me and Corwin are playing Elder Scrolls Online because he likes that game. I had nothing else to do every few minutes when you know I was packing. I got tired of working. I would jump on and play with them. But I play pretty much anything but a battle royale game. I don't like running around shooting, dying every 5 seconds, and having to start all over again. I don't see a point in that
Okay.
much.
So I want to know, how did you get into streaming?
I've always been a gamer. I started getting into games when I was young in my free time. I used to hang out with a lot of guys. We used to go to a lot of LAN parties. So I was always a gamer. So I always said, you know what, I'm gonna start streaming. I said I was gonna start streaming way when Twitch before it was Twitch. What was it before Twitch? I can't remember the name of it anymore. Anyway, I'm like, you know what, I could do that. I'm gonna just sit there at home and play games. I'm like, I'm tired of working. Maybe I'll retire and just play video games for a living. Then I'm like, that'll never work. Nobody can ever make a living doing that. And then as I was watching other people starting to stream, I was like, oh, people actually doing pretty good at it. But when created my account to be a gamer streamer, I was like, you know what? I play games for fun. If I turn it into a job, I think I would lose interest in it. I wouldn't want to do it.
Right.
So that's why I decided to be more of a just chatting and a podcast streamer.
Okay. Can you recall the stream that made you go, I'm going to continue doing this? And we're not talking like the first time you went live. Like, what was that stream that you did that you were like, I'm going to do this again? This, I belong.
I don't know. I kind of like when I put my when I say I'm going to do something, I kind of like stick with it, man. I don't know if I had a string where I said I'm just going to keep doing it. I know before I started streaming, I was watching all kind of streams to see kind of where I wanted to go in, and I saw things that I thought was interesting that said, you know what, I want to kind of imitate that and do it. But I don't know if I had a string where I was saying, oh, this is fun, and I just want to keep doing it.
Okay.
I don't recall anything anyway.
What was the worst stream you ever did that you were like, "Ooh, that was tough"?
Oh, I did a Monday night co-host with this a couple of years ago. It was June, and I was getting every all my guests were in the LGBTQ plus community.
Okay.
I had this one girl that came on. Talked to her. Every time we talked, she's full of energy. So exciting. So I got her on the stream, and she was just monotone the whole time. I actually we were talking. She'd be like, "Yeah." Then she'll just stop. And I'm like, and I asked her a question. Then I got to the point, I'm like, man, I mean, I asked her some questions. I'm like, and then we started talking about things. She said something about, her pronouns. I'm like, I'm sorry. And at the end of the string, I'm like, thank you, ma'am, for coming. And she just kind of looks at me like, okay, this string was already bad. And I just ended it on the worst note. So that was the word. I don't know if you can, I probably have something. Everybody was like, man, that was brutal. I think it lasted like 20 minutes. We didn't even go through a full hour.
Man,
It it was rough, man.
what was your best stream?
Um, I've had a couple good ones that I like. I don't know if you remember my friend Michi.
Mm,
She did
no, I do
she
not,
did like
sir.
she reads palms and I mean tarot cards and things. I had a really good stream with her. And it was fun. I met this guy. He's actually in Guatemala. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now. Black guy, glasses, very talkative. That was a fun one. And I like a lot of my truth or drink stream. There was some pretty good ones in there that were pretty fun. There was some okay ones, but there was a few that were kind of wild and raunchy. I like wild and raunchy. You know?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I have seen that you do. Um, as a streamer, what would you say if you could go back in time and talk to yourself one time? You got one shot, streamer to streamer. You're now where you're at now. You're going to meet yourself right before you turn on the camera for the first time. What are some things, not just one, but what are some things you're going to tell yourself that you wish you would have known that you already know now?
Well, I definitely would have started sooner. I probably would have started when I first said I was going to start streaming, like 5 years before I actually started streaming. Um, I definitely would. I have a lot of patience anyway, but I would definitely let myself know that especially when you deal with other people in this on Twitch, you gotta have patience because as you know now that you're doing these interviews, people will start flaking the last minute. Oh, and I talk to people like constantly between streams and. Yeah, I was like, you gotta be wary of it.
Right.
The first few times I was like, oh come on, really? And I was trying to get things worked out, but now I'm like, you don't show up. I'll do something else. No biggie. Um, I would probably try to find a little more help before you start. Find more help because I hate looking for people for streams. I was
Yeah.
doing that like for hours during the day, or just talking to so many people following their social. I'm still deleting social media and things of people that I never talked to or never really wanted to be on their social media. I just followed them because I was trying to convince them to be on my stream. They were like, "Oh yeah,
Right.
good idea." Yeah. So
And then they just kind of they fall to the wayside. I totally
right.
understand that. What's your favorite color,
Purple.
Mr. Bubba?
Purple.
I didn't hear
Well,
you.
purple.
Oh,
The best. This is pertaining to what we're talking about. The best place to find people that won't flake on you, but it's the worst place.
where?
I talk to UK people. The problem is when I stream at 8 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock in the morning for them.
Ah,
Okay, like
yeah.
so it's like you can get one to stay up. They're all like, "Oh yeah, I can do it. I can do it." And it's like, "Yeah, this 8 o'clock Eastern, it's 1 o'clock your time." They're like, "I gotta work in the morning. I wouldn't do it," but it's so late for them.
Ah,
I
yeah,
found
that's tough.
a lot of them would do it if I was streaming earlier. So that might be
Okay.
something I consider to do a few earlier streams. And I can get some UK people in
Okay.
or European in general.
What are some of your give me 3 of your best equipment that you love streaming with? Your best 3.
Okay, well, I bought a. Remember, I had told you I bought a 32-inch monitor.
'Cause so we got a
Watch
monitor.
actually watching below. I just bought his twin
Oh.
brother sitting in the corner over there. So
Oh.
I got another one. So I got two of those. I guess I got three of them, but the other one is oh, I don't know. My stream deck is crucial. I think if you're a streamer, you got to have a stream deck. Got to
Wait,
have a
what
stream deck.
size do you have though, sir?
I have two. I have the 16 and I have a 32.
Alright, I was gonna say if you didn't have the extra large, then you ain't streaming.
Size does matter, man.
Size
Um,
does matter in streaming. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do this with you, sir.
um, that was two things.
Yeah, one more.
I think well, you need a microphone, but there's so many of them that are good these days.
Yeah,
I think it's
there's
something crucial. I also okay. I gave up my Go LXR, and this is pretty nice. My Wave XLR.
Oh, okay. How do you like that?
So I I like it better than the Go XLR because I can control more with it. But there are things I don't like. Like whenever there's an update, I find out sometimes I get ready to go live and my settings are all back to default, and and I have to go through and reset things. But I like being able to sit here and move volume buttons and things as I stream easily. And,
Okay.
it's all like a software. So
Alright.
I like it so far.
If you had one wish to become one animal, what would it be?
Snake,
A snake. Any particular snake in the animal kingdom?
oh, of course, I got to be a black Mexican
A
king
black
snake.
a black Mexican king snake?
Yeah,
Alright, fair enough. Alright, here we go. Personal question.
here we go.
Alright, here we go. No, 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 not this one. Mm-mm.
Oh no, no, no! You can't say get me ready to say not this one.
No, no, that one is that's not for you. That's not for you. Here we go. Tell me about the time you got into the most trouble with your parents.
I don't know if I got into the most trouble, but when I was in high school, my senior year, we were gonna have what they call science day, where technically half the day we had no classes, we had no work. They had all these people who were going to come to the school, do things. So it was like no work, no tests. So we get to it was pretty much a blow off day. And we had planned to go wrap to school, toilet paper to TP to school, you
Okay.
know. And when got out there, if we toilet paper to school, they were going to cancel everything, and we were going to have to be in classes and stuff all day. So we're like, we're not going to do it. But underclassmen decided they were going to do it. So they went in toilet paper to school. So we were like we're high school kids, and it was in Louisiana. The drinking age was 18. So we were off that evening. So we decided, we're taking a few beverages, and we were like, you know what? Let's go unwrap the school. So when everybody gets to school tomorrow, they're going to be shocked that there's no toilet paper anywhere. So we go and break into the school, but it's a rainy day and it's muddy, and we walk across this farmer's field. So we're covered in mud. And anyway, police come and half of us get busted. I hid in the bush, so I didn't get caught. But a lot of guys got caught. They were like, "Yo, we don't have all this down by tomorrow." They said they were going to suspend us, and so we got everything down.
Oh shit.
And then we started heading home. But I left my car at my buddy's Wayne's house, so I was riding with my friend Joe David. He was in his mom's car, so we were all full of mud and stuff. So we couldn't get in his mom's car with mud. So what we did, we all took our clothes off and then we put them in his trunk. And all of a sudden we hear the trunk close and we hear, oh no, he had just blocked all of our clothes in the car. His keys were still in his pocket. So, well, luckily I had a one of those magnetic key thing under my car, so I could drive home. And of course, I needed gas, so we're in the middle. Of, I'm in Lafayette, Louisiana, so we're in the middle of the city. We go to the gas station. Me, my buddy Tony, and my buddy Leo. We're all naked, so we're out pumping gas, butt naked at a gas station. And anyway, I get home. Of course, I don't have my keys, so I have to knock on the door and wake my parent for them to let me in. And my mom opens the door, and she's just looking at me like, "Where are your clothes?" And I'm like, "You don't want to know." Then my best friend Leo lived next door, and as soon as I walk through the door, I hear the phone ringing. I hear his mom. This went on speakerphone. Now I hear his mom. Is Sean come home with no clothes on? So that was the thing, man.
Okay. So you've been streaming for how many years now?
Since 2019,
All right. What are
August
some, like,
2019,
name
August
me,
2019.
I want to know in your opinion, because I know you've looked around Twitch. What are some of the worst things that you've seen on stream and you're like, why? You're like,
I've
what are
seen
you doing?
I've seen some of the ignorant drunks. When I say ignorant drunks, they were just stupid for no reason, and they just kind of like clown, or they'll get. I've seen streamers who get drunk and go to other people's streamers just to mess with them and bring their toxic communities over,
Oh, that's the worst.
and I've been like, why? That's
We
really the only
both
thing I
we
have a
both
problem with.
we both have seen that happen before.
Yeah, that's the only thing that other than that, I don't. Whatever people do on Twitch is up to them, you
What's
know.
your favorite category in Twitch versus, not just your category, but what are
I like
what
I watch just chatting, and I watch some of the games I like playing. Like I'll watch some of the Star Citizen people. I'll watch some of the. I watch Cole Carnage. He's a variety streamer. Um, but most of the people I watch are just chatting or podcasts on Twitch.
what is it about that category that draws you to watch it?
Because I just like the creativity of some of the people. That's
Okay.
kind of get some of my deals. I'm looking. I try to find streams that I'm flipping through that are different than other people's streams. Or people that are doing things just a little different. It's not necessarily the norm. I'm not gonna go sit down and watch a hot tub stream. I'm not gonna sit down and watch a stream where there's a cute girl with nice knockers. Just that's not my thing. But like one of the streams I used to watch when I first started and pulled the trigger, Raj Patel, who changed his name to whatever, and he used to do like the dating shows, the where he get all of the people and they would talk about topics, and at the end of every round they would eliminate one, things like that. And there were some other like people started doing some other game shows and think they were kind of cool. And what's the white guy who left to go to Kick? He used to do kind of a dating show. When he first started off, I used to watch him, but I can't think of his name right now.
There's so many people who have left this platform
Yeah,
and went over the
like
Kick.
I used to watch like Kais and then on his stream they would be doing all the dating show together.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this thing I like Kai because he's on Twitch, but he's different. You
Yeah.
know, he's
Guy's a
not.
very popular young man.
Yeah, I don't watch his stream an awful lot, but I'll go because he's different. He does different things. I like things like that. I'm not really into the norm, but I like to see the different things.
Okay. As a streamer, you're going to give out three pieces of information, or let's call it advice. Anyone who's going to watch this that wants to be a streamer, what are those three things?
Now, the first thing you got to have tough skin. Because when you start, if you don't have tough skin, you're gonna get trolled. If you can't take troll or internet hate because it's the internet, internet's not fair. Internet don't care about you. Internet doesn't even
Right.
really like you. So if you're a person who gets your feelings hurt really easy, yeah, streaming might not be your thing. Um, Two, if you do this, you're gonna have to want to do it because especially if you're a starter, and you're not, showing yourself your body off for opposite sex that likes you, because you might be there for a while with nobody looking at you, even if you have some of the best talent in the world, until people actually start discovering you. You're gonna be there alone. You got to be able to talk to yourself. I tell people, if you can't talk to yourself and entertain yourself and make it seem like you're talking to people, it's gonna be rough.
Okay.
And the third thing I say I see a lot of big stream today. You don't need the fanciest computing rig to start streaming. I hear people who say they're going to start streaming and they just want to get all the best. They want to go get like a $500 microphone. They need they want to go get like the all the mixers and all the. You don't need all any of that at the beginning. Like right now, I'm on a laptop with a Blue Yeti microphone. It's pretty much all you need. I know some people who even start off on their cell phone with a iPhone or a Android. So you
Yep.
don't need the most expensive equipment. You just need to be able to go live and be willing to be there and do what you're going to do.
Fair enough.
I think those.
So I want to know, how does Mr. Sir Bubba balance the real world versus online? How do you balance, like, what determines your, let me back up here. Do you have a set schedule as a streamer?
Yes.
How do you balance that with the real world and
Okay.
online world?
Um, the online world is only temporary. I'm only there for a few hours a day. And when I'm done, I'm done. I don't really think about it anymore. The real world, I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy. I know that I'm not gonna get everything go my way. Things are what they are, and I'm just here enjoying my time while I'm here.
Okay.
Pretty much how I see it.
Now, I see that you're a very charismatic gentleman. Have you met and made friends in online and met them in real life?
Yes, I've met a couple of people in
Real
real
good
life.
people? No, no,
Yeah.
no weirdos, no creepy
No, yeah,
people.
like Cody. I met him. We go out to dinner and lunch every once in a while.
Oh,
He's
nice.
he's here in Atlanta. And I met a girl. She's not here anymore. That I met her because she was an Atlanta streamer. A little weird, and but I wanted to do an IRL stream with her. So and she's vegan.
Okay.
So we went out for dinner one day, and we went to this vegan restaurant. But now, right after she moved to like I don't know, Arkansas or something like that, then she left. But I mean, yeah, she was cool. Thought she was weird that she just met a strange black guy off the internet for dinner one night. But I guess vegans are charismatic. But those
Okay.
were only two that I've met on Twitch in real life.
Time for a personal question.
Okay.
So, we both know you're a wonderful gentleman. We know you've had girlfriends. Um, Tell me a time, a memorable girlfriend. Just, but hear me out. How did you meet her and how did you get her to go, yeah, I want to be with you? Don't want to know anything about how it ended, but who's a memorable one? I'm sure there's tons of them, but which one
So
sticks out?
actually, I've only had like few series of other everybody else.
Okay.
I'm just I'm just doing my thing. But I think the most memorable was my college one, and we were in band together, and we were at a
You were in
party.
band? Oh, we're coming back to that, but continue.
Oh yeah, okay. We were at a party. I was well, it was my party. I used to throw a lot of parties back in college because I was kind of an alcoholic, um, but in a good way. Um, and I was like, I didn't even notice her. Tell you the truth. And my boy was like, "Yo, this chick kind of digs you. She was talking about you." I'm like, "For real?" So my mind, I'm thinking, college guy. Girl likes me. Well, let's see what I can get out of it. And then we ended up starting to hang out, and ended up being a pretty good relationship.
Nice. Would she be considered the one that got away?
I tell you, out of all of them, yeah, probably so. But we're
That
still good
one.
friends. I'm good friends with her family and everything still
Oh,
to this
right
day.
on. Right on. What are some things that you've learned as a streamer that you have applied in your real life?
I don't know. I try to apply real life things to the streamer because
Right. That's why I asked
I
that
I'm
question.
because
See?
I've got because this I have bad habits as a streamer. I've gotten lazy as being a streamer. Like when I was working a job, I wasn't as lazy. I was serious. I was I was always because that's how I had to make my money. So this I make a little money doing it, but it's not like you know I got to pay my bills or if I don't do this, I got to eat. So I don't take it as serious, and I keep telling myself I need to take it more serious. But what can I apply?
Yeah, see, I got all the hard hitting questions, my guy.
That is a good question, man. I'm going to steal this one. I don't know. I guess patience, because working for myself or other people, I didn't have to have patience. If I didn't want to deal with somebody, I just cut them off and say, "Hey, can't work with you." You know, ho- hope hope you can find somebody that suits you.
Right.
I got to go. So here, for what I'm doing, I think I have to have a little more patience because what I want to do, I can't do it alone unless I want to start gaming again. I don't really want to be a gamer
Okay.
full time.
All right. So we're going to go with patience.
Yeah, I guess patience. I guess I
Okay.
could
All
patient with
right.
people. And let's say that patient with people.
What are some models you live by?
Um, I think one thing motto I live by. I always try. This is old, Chris, but I try to treat people like I want to be treated. I try to treat everybody. And I don't care if I just meet you and people tell me you're a butthole. I don't know that yet. Until you treat me bad, I treat everybody, I think, kind and with a little respect. And once you show me your hand and I see, hey, you really are a butthole, I'm not, I just won't deal with you. I'm not
Right.
gonna, I'm not gonna say, oh man, start anything. I'm just not gonna deal with you. So I try to treat people like I want to be treated. I try to treat everybody with kind and respect. And I try to help people as much as I can. I'm, you know, kind of a charitable guy, I guess.
Okay.
But not helping anybody move. I'm never moving again, and I'm never helping anybody else move.
That's fair. That's fair.
I draw the line in moving, man. 'Cause I still,
All right. How
I still
far
got,
back can you remember? How far back? Can you remember high school at all?
dude. I can remember as being, I can
All
remember
right. 10th
kindergarten and
grade?
preschool.
Can you remember 10th grade?
I remember 10th grade.
All right. Give me two female celebrities you had a crush on and one male celebrity you idolized in the 10th
Alyssa,
grade.
10th grade. Alyssa Milano, Cindy Crawford.
Okay. Why those two?
I thought they were attractive.
Okay. Not because they have talent, just because they're attractive.
Oh, they had talent.
Oh, never
Well,
mind. All
okay. Well,
right.
Cindy, you got to remember, I was also deciding. That's the time I decided, oh, I'm going to grow up and be a fashion designer. And Cindy Crawford was like one of the hottest models at that time as well.
Okay. All right. And one male celebrity, famous celebrity at the time that you idolized.
I'm trying to take it down to one person. Sean Connery. I really liked Sean Connery back in high school.
Okay. Can you remember a movie that he played in that you remember when in 10th grade?
10th grade. He did the movie with Wesley Snipes. I can't think of the name of it. Where I think that was 10th grade. One where they were in China and Hong Kong.
I don't watch movies.
Oh man,
I can't help you out
it
here,
was
Bubba.
Rising Sun. They were investigating a murder. I think it was Rising Sun or something. It was Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes.
All right, fair enough. We'll leave it there. We'll let the audience look it up.
Oh
Do a
no no
little
no no
homework.
no. Hold on. I'm trying to think. When was The Rock? No, I think The Rock was later.
All right. Now I want to backtrack a little bit Tell me about
Uh,
the instrument you played in band.
Which one? I'm a classically trained clarinetist,
Okay.
but in high school I was a clarinetist. But when I did marching band and stuff, I didn't want to sit with the girls because they were boring and I like football. So I taught myself to play tuba to hang out with the guys. But I also played sax, string bass, and a little drums.
Do you still are you still capable of performing on those instruments or
Yeah, actually, well, my clarinet's in my room right now, and I was looking at it the other day, and I'm like, I need to go get it keyed to the key.
okay.
And as one of the things I was saying I want to do, I want to find maybe like a little community band or something and start playing again.
Okay. All right. Now, growing up and traveling, right? What were some of the places that you visit throughout your entire life?
All right, I've been to Mexico, Canada. They're not those two. They're the two closest one. I've been to every country in Central America, South America, Brazil, and Colombia, Europe, um, England, France, Spain, Portugal, and Italy. Haven't been to Africa or any place in Asia. Um, that's about it.
Okay.
Some no, that's not some islands like some of the islands in the Caribbean, Jamaica, St. Croix. But
In your opinion, with all these places that you visit, which one had the best women? And this is only strictly your opinion. Who had the
Col-
best looking women that you're
Colombia,
like, Colombia?
yeah,
Okay, look at you. Now we're gonna keep that
that was
energy
crazy.
going, Mr. Bubba. We're gonna keep
That was crazy.
no, no, no. I'm gonna keep that mood going.
All right,
What song immediately puts you in a good mood and you cannot say the song by Cardi B and Megan WAP?
I hate that song with a passion, but
What song,
that's
the moment you hear it, it puts you in the mood. You're just like, oh, I'm in a good mood.
Little Red Corvette by Prince.
Oh, you like Prince a lot?
Oh, yeah, Prince is my.
Prince, Prince is,
Look, dude. I was telling my mom the other day, man. I still regret this. Me and my mom were in the car, and the Prince song came on. Do you know Prince's last concert ever was here in Atlanta? I was
and
supposed
you
to go to
didn't
that
even
concert, but
go, bro.
I decided not to. I was telling my boys, I'm gonna catch him next time.
And next time
And
never
the,
happened.
ne- the next day on the news, artist Prince has died at the age of what?
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, damn. All right, we're gonna.
I have seen him in concert, and I got a chance to meet him because I have a club here called Essos, and the guys who own Essos are really good friends of mine. They were like, "Yo, Princess, after his concert, he's gonna be here in the VIP." So they put me in the VIP and the table next to him. Nice guy, nice guy. I didn't like. I'm not like a celebrity hound. I didn't hound him, but I was able to like get
Right.
close to him and meet him, shake his hand.
Okay.
I was towering over him. He was only like up to my my
To your
testicles, but
thigh meat. He only
yeah,
came up to your thigh meat because you're six
pretty
foot
much.
ten, fucking tall guy. Let me ask you a question because earlier you stated something about fashion. Tell me about your fashion career. How did it start? What were you known for? Like, I want to dive into that.
Okay, um, this is interesting. When I was a kid, I wanted to be I wanted to create comic books. I wanted to be a comic book writer, and I wanted to create my own like comic book like the X-Men. I wanted to have my own like X-Men crew or whatever. And I even have some people to the day where I have characters I don't have any really drawn off, but just backstory and everything of certain guys. Um, so I wanted to do that. I went to an art show, an art show, and one of the people there was actually a fashion designer, chick, and I was in there, and she was doing the fashion drawing, and then she was illustrating it. Then I think that's kind of cool, if you can draw something, and then you can make it. into like something I can touch. I thought that was fascinating, you know. So I talked to her after the show, and after that, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to be a fashion designer instead of a cartoonist.
Okay.
And that's how I got to a point where I wanted to be fashion. And I went to high school telling I was going to be fashion designer. Went to college for it. Then I got out and I started working for let's just say this department store in the city of Dallas, Texas. It starts with a J and ends with a Y. I worked there for a little while. Then I left there to go to the NYC but I was only there for like 5 months. And I was working for a designer that started with a T and ended with a Y. Why did everything end with a Y? And these people don't pay me anymore. That's why I didn't say their names. Um
That's fair.
and
Hey,
then a couple other small designers here and there. And actually, the last designer I worked for, I will say her name, Carla Miles, because she still owes me my last check. And you owe me some money, Carla. So if you see this by any chance, I'm still waiting. I ain't forgot. I know it's been over 20 years,
but
but I
she
ain't forgot.
still owes
You
money.
owe me some money. Um, yeah, then my grandmother got Alzheimer's, so I decided to move back to Atlanta. I wasn't I left Atlanta and I wasn't planning on coming back. So I started taking care of my grandmother and just kind of doing private stuff. So then I decided, you know what, let's see how far I can do with the private thing, and it became pretty successful. And I did that until I just got burnt out. Then I was like, can't do this anymore. I'm just gonna retire and travel.
Okay.
But I never started traveling because I got sick, so I wasn't able to travel like I wanted to. 'Cause I was planning on like maybe going back to Nicaragua for a while, hanging out, travel. Um, I was going to like my birthdays. I would go to like maybe Jamaica, Belize, hang out. But got sick and I wasn't able to travel. So I guess that's when I decided. Well, since I can't travel and do the things I wanted to do, maybe I should do that streaming thing. That's kind of where
Right.
everything started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, are you familiar with what a bucket list is? I'm sure
Yeah.
you are. Yeah.
Mhm.
What are some of your bucket list things that you're still trying to do? Like, what are, give me some.
Oh, moved to Thailand.
Okay, that's one.
Bucket list. Moved to Thailand. I can't really say go to Prince's last concert anymore. Missed that opportunity.
Yeah, we can't add
Um,
that to the list, bro. I mean, you will be able to see Prince, just not right now.
yeah. Maybe he'll be playing at the pearly gates.
Oh, he gonna be there.
Him and Elvis. They'll both be serenading me as I walk through. Um,
I can see that. I can see that.
Bucket list, man. You know what? I've always been that guy that when I had something I wanted to do, I
You always
did it.
do it, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
just
why I'm
did it.
like, that's why I phrased it the way I did and said,
Like
is
I
there
said, I
something
said,
left?
yeah, I said I wanted to move to Thailand, but I want to go to Asia in general. But I said when if I moved to Thailand, traveling around Asia would be pretty relatively inexpensive, and the cost of living in the things in those places are cheap. Um, I haven't gotten to Africa. Like when I was young, my mom went to Africa. She left me at home. I'm still sore about that. Um, I want to get back to my motherland and my the other half of my roots. So Africa would be a bucket list. Not really sure where in Africa. No, I know a few places, maybe like Nigeria, Ghana, because that's kind of an area where half of my folks are from. I'm trying to think, man, bucket list stuff.
Yeah, look. I got all the good questions. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Got him stumped.
Um,
Oh.
I'm trying to think of it. Okay, I saw the U.S. National team in soccer play in Nashville. I also got tickets for them right after my birthday. Um,
Okay.
I'm trying to think of. I've been to the Olympics. I've been to a Super Bowl. I've been to a World Series playoff game. I'm trying to think of things that I like that I haven't done, but I've done. Oh man.
Nothing out there, huh? You've done it all, my man. No, don't worry about it.
Um. Yeah, I can't think.
No, don't worry about it. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing. What was your love life or dating life in your 20s? What was that like? What it be like?
Oh, I was not. You know what? Everybody's parents love me, but they probably shouldn't have.
They loved you, but they shouldn't.
Okay, okay. I made that sound bad. I
Yeah,
was
you
not a.
did.
I was never a bad guy, but I'm always honest. I'm always honest, and I always let people know, especially in my 20s. I'm like, the two longest relationships I had were in my 20s. My college girlfriend, and I had one in Atlanta for a while.
Okay.
So other than that, I was just, I started working in the bar business at 18. And I learned working in the bar business that if you're a guy out there, this is a cheat code. Get a job at a bar. And I didn't just work at any bar, like a dive bar. I worked at popular bars. So, and I was the door guy. So, and I worked at a lot of bars that had a lot of celebrity clients. And so a lot of the people that I would hang out with or go on dates with, they weren't necessarily very interested in me, but they were interested in what I could do for them. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it
Like,
makes
like,
total sense to
like for
me.
like for instance, we were at a place called American Pie, and we were hanging out with David Justice and Andrew Jones, and of course we meet these girls and we're all partying, hanging out, talking about going back to Andrew Jones's house, playing the pool and everything, and of course there's always gonna be somebody to latch on to you for. That's kind of like my 20. That's how I was in my 20s.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay. Now I want to focus in your 20s, right? You were in college at this time, correct? In your
First
20s?
part, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
first part of 20s.
Do you have any memories of any good mentors or professors at the college that you could remember that you were like, yeah.
College mentors. I think the teachers that I had that were mentors were more in high school than college.
Okay, let's focus on high school then. Give me two mentors that you could recall from high school.
Okay, I like the band director in high school. He was a no nonsense guy. He was tough, but he was fair. Then I had my wrestling coach. He was another just bulldog. He was really tough on you. And then after high school, I would talk to him. He was like, I got to be tough on you guys. I want you guys to grow up and be men, and and make something of yourself. I don't want you to take like easy ways out. And now I think some people don't appreciate like guys that are tough on you because they're like, oh, he's been too mean or whatever. But I kind of appreciate that growing up a little more.
Okay. Speaking of which, what do you think of today's generation? I'll say in their 20s now versus your age now. What is it about that generation you're just like, the fuck?
Um, I think they're spoiled. I think mostly they're spoiled. I think hopefully when they get older, life is going to hit them, and they're going to realize, right now they still think everything is owed to them, but there's going to be a point where they're going to realize that things aren't going to be just given to you anymore. And if you want to make something yourself, you got to do it. Um, what I am seeing, I'm seeing some of the younger kids growing up, like the people that are elementary school to middle schools, are changing a little bit. I see them being a little smarter, but they're still young. So I don't know if they were changed in high school. But I think like right now we have all these craziness going on with all the protests and things. Um
Right.
and the craziness of it, I can understand you having a point and you want, you pro like they say protesting. I'm all for it. But this is getting crazy a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. What's the best thing
Yeah,
you've ever done for someone?
I don't
And
know.
then when you say that, then I want to know what's the best thing someone has ever done for you.
I don't know. What is the best thing I ever done for someone? Hmm. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever done any. I've really done anything for me and said, "Oh, this is pretty cool." I just do things because I don't know.
No, no. Okay, so let's rethink that. What was the coolest thing or nicest thing you ever did to someone without expecting anything? Maybe you heard
Okay,
something and
here's one thing I did for you. I was talking to this homeless guy one day. We were eating. He was pretty cool, so I got him a hotel room for a week.
now that's pretty nice. Good on you. Now, what's the coolest thing anyone's ever done for you?
For me,
Yeah, just out of the kindness of whatever they just did it, and you were like, "Yo, you know what I mean?" Like maybe they overheard something you said, you weren't really talking about it. Maybe they saw something you needed. It could be even the smallest gesture that meant the world to you, to a big gesture where everyone's like, "My guy, you are a lucky dude."
yeah, I like small things. Small things like let's say I have a friend. If somebody goes like Wendy's, they come back and they're here and they hand me a frosty. See, small things like that is what I like because it didn't say they were thinking about me.
Yeah.
An ex girlfriend, I told her, don't give me anything, so she went and made me a few things. She got this lighter. I don't smoke, but I always had a Zippo, so she went and got a Zippo. It was a cheap Zippo, and she hand painted it
Oh,
because
nice.
when I'll be at the bar and then somebody comes in and they give her the light, I want to be like that guy who be like, I got you. And so she hand painted a Zippo. I still have it. I thought that was kind of cool.
That is pretty
It was
cool.
just a little small gesture, but it was just kind of. I like things that people don't have to do, but they just say, "Oh, I'm thinking about you."
Okay. What are some of the things you are terrified of? Like, what scares the shit out of you?
Heights.
I'm sorry?
You scared of heights.
Oh, you're scared of heights. I thought you said ants. And I'm like, why are you afraid of ants? You can just step on
Yeah,
them.
no. Well, I did see Empire Ants as a kid, so maybe that's gonna.
He said,
Oh, I'm
I'm
scared of heights.
you're scared of heights. Okay. So no jumping out of planes for you.
No, I've already done that.
Okay, you see what I mean? Like there I was
Okay,
like,
okay. This is the thing. This is what I've learned. If I'm on a let's see, 18th floor of a building, I can't look over the side. No, I can't do it. My body won't do it. I can't walk across a high bridge. I went up in the Eiffel Tower, and it was one of the worst. It was one of the worst experiences of my life.
because
But
that
I've learned
shit's
if
exposed.
yeah. But the thing is, if I'm on a roller coaster and it's moving, the heights don't seem to bother me. I'm on an airplane as we're going up over the side. I'm not. It doesn't bother
Doesn't
me.
bother you.
If I'm in a, if I have a if I'm on a crane, I've jumped up. I did bungee jump, but I did the crane bungee jump. So as the crane was going up, I'm terrified. But I just jumped. But once I did that, I'm like, oh, that was fine. But it
Right.
was just going. It's the height that scares me. But if I'm moving, it doesn't. I don't seem to have the fear.
Okay. What are some of the most important things you've learned in life that you have carried to this point?
I tell people, good friends. So you can't. Everybody can't be your friend, but when you find a good one, you keep that person in your
Yeah.
life. I think being close to family for me is a big thing. I love being around family. Um, and just being a generous person, not necessarily generous, but just be a good person, and I think you'll go a long ways in life
Okay.
that way.
So let's hypothetically say your mom's gonna watch this, right? Your mom's gonna watch this one. What
Mhm.
would you like to say to her?
Hi, mom.
That's
I
it.
just
Just
bought, I literally just bought her dinner. She's in the other room right over
yeah,
there.
but I'm just saying when she sees this, if she ever sees it, just in case I send it to her, like Bubba, play along.
Okay.
Yeah, if your mom was to watch this, what would you like to say to her?
Okay, mom.
Okay, with
Look,
and you can't say nothing you've already told her to her face.
I was just gonna say, yo, moms, when your birthday, Christmas, and Mother's Day is like next week, why you be making it hard on me, man? Why can't you just let me know what you want so I can just go get it? Why you got to make it hard on her brother?
That's the message you want to leave to your mom is about
Yeah,
getting her presents.
I want to get her something nice, but it's so
That,
hard. She
Bubba,
has everything already.
this is like your legacy you're leaving here on the table, right? People are going to watch this, get to know you, and that's how you want to leave a message to your mom. It's like,
Yeah, yo,
"Low,
mom.
mom, you're making shopping hard. Stop it."
That's right.
You might as well
That's
throw in
right.
an "I love you, mom." Just go ahead, close it up,
Yeah,
and we'll keep it pushing.
love you, moms.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're fucking a gem. All right, we're gonna keep it. Jesus shit. All right, tell me a little bit about your streaming community. Tell me a little bit about them. What do you enjoy about
Uh-oh.
them? I would
I
love to
have no
know
streaming
about them.
community right now.
You have a streaming community. I've been over there.
God,
Shut up.
nobody's there right now.
Well, you're not. Hey, I'm talking in general. Like what is
Um,
it about them? Like, what do you love about them?
for the most part, I enjoy it. I like the way they kind of communicate with each other, hang out. Because even when I am streaming, I don't have to be around them, but they'll still jump in and hang out with each other for hours and hours and just
Oh,
do
nice. I
their
like
thing.
that.
So I like that about them. But
Do you have a name for your group? Like your community?
I know I was gonna call them the playground players, but that doesn't sound right.
I
So
like that. Playground players. Are you kidding me?
you
That's
think they like it?
swaggy, bro.
That's what I was gonna name them, the playground
Okay.
players. But I don't know. We'll see. I might keep that. I don't know.
All right. Well, I liked it, so it's all good. It's all good. No problem. Now, I want to know, and you got to be truthful. You just have to be truthful. All right. Your favorite sex position.
Now, when I was younger,
Does it matter? You can tell me all your favorites.
okay, because of the knees, standing doggy.
All right. Fair enough. Dirty knees and doggy. Got it. I did hear that correctly. You said dirty knees and doggy.
Yeah, my knees are probably dirty right now 'cause I've been crawling around on the floor for
Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. What advice would you give your teenager self now?
I'll probably just tell them to go ahead and knock someone up.
Who are your best friends during this part of your life right now?
Corwin is one of my best friends. That's an ex roommate. You know, we're always hanging out together. Um,
Okay.
most of my, I don't really see anymore of my real life friends. So, you know how you are when you get older.
Nah, take whatever friends you can get, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like I say, I've had some good ones, but I don't know where they at. They don't call me no more, and I'm tired of calling them all the time.
Okay. Now, I want you to go ahead and I want you to leave a message to everyone who's watching this. Any words of wisdom, encouragement, tips? Floor is yours. Take it away, Mr. Bubba.
All right, this is what you guys got to do. First thing you got to understand is life's not fair. I hear that a lot these days. Oh, that's not fair. Life's not fair. Stuff is gonna happen. You either let it define you, or you get over it and you keep it pushing. I think that's one of the most important things in life. You can take the bad and let it hamper you, or you can use it as a stepping stone or a building block to help you move on. Um, that's about it.
Fair enough. Now, where can everyone find you?
can find me at my new place in
That's
I'm
not
not
what
gonna
I.
t-
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna tell you guys my address and dox myself. Are you
god.
crazy?
Oh
You
my
can
god.
find me at sirbubba.com.
Appreciate it. Now, I'm going to give you one last final question. I'm going to look through my cards here and we're just going to go with it, okay?
Okay, you never even complimented me on the drip tonight.
All right, first off, it's not about me, it's about you. That's a nice birthday t shirt, sir. Where did you get it?
Some guy sent it to me.
Huh?
Some guy that used to stream sent it to me. He quit streaming now.
That guy quit streaming?
Yeah, he quit streaming.
All right, final question.
Yes.
Growing up till now, what were some of the activities that you did as a child that you still actively do to this day? Eating boogers and masturbating is not one of them.
I think I got nothing. No.
It's like, fuck.
um, I like we said, I still play video games. We talked about it earlier. I something I've done all my life is talk to strangers. I still enjoy doing that. I just I don't know. I just like talking to people. So if I go someplace and it's quiet, it bothers me. I got to talk to somebody. So
Right.
I start talking to people. I'll be in the bathroom dropping a deuce, and somebody sits in the stall next to me. I'll have a
Oh, you're
conversation.
one of those.
I'll do that. But I do that mostly because I know it's uncomfortable, and I kind of do enjoy making people uncomfortable sometimes. But you'd be surprised. No, you won't be surprised. I'm like, if I'm at a truck stop, I think it's what everybody does at a truck stop. They kind of,
Mm-mm.
you're at a truck stop, you're like, you hear something, like, oh, egg and bacon this morning. Oh, no, no. You just start all kind of conversation. But yeah, I talk to people. I talk to strangers, and I ask them questions that maybe you shouldn't ask strangers. Or it depends
So,
on the age and where I am. Like
okay.
if I'm like near Georgia State, I'll ask them questions that we things that we may talk about on stream. If it's young people, I kind of wonder how their brains ticking, if it's people my age, we kind of talk about young people these days. And I'm like, we didn't do that when we were young, but, you
Right.
know. But then again, our parents said the same thing about us, but we weren't as bad as the kids. We might have been different from our parents, but we weren't as bad as kids are now. But I think the way the kids are now is our fault. It's our fault. They're our kids. We raised them this way.
Right. All right. You ready for the bonus? Because everyone's been dying for this one.
Yes.
Okay. What is your take? Okay. This is just solely you, and I'm going to let you have the floor, sir. What is your take on today's dating scene? Take it away, Bubba.
Well, what what country?
You know what country I'm talking to.
Okay. All right. In the United States, today's dating scene is awful. Um, it seems like all men hate women, all women hate men. I was looking at videos today, and they was just full of misandry. And then I looked at some of the videos of people watching the videos that I was watching, and they were just having hate for the women. So we don't get along. So unless until we find a way to get along, this country's doomed because if we can't keep populating the country, it's not gonna be the run. And then we'll just be part of well, we can be part of Russia because Russia's had their hand, but China will just come over and take over sooner or later. I don't know. But yeah, we're doomed today and until we can figure out how we like each other. Because this is the problem. If you're a guy and you're kind of a butthead, or you're very masculine, you're not having a problem dating.
Right.
But if you're a good guy, like quote unquote good guy, you're struggling out there, and even if you do find somebody as a good guy, it doesn't seem to last. The dream of getting married, having a family, living the American dream, buying a house is over. So we have to kind of figure out where we're going to go from here, or get your passport and go to another country and find the love of your life. And if you want to go back to that traditional wedding and family setting.
Fair enough. Well, I like to say, Mr. Bubba, I appreciate this entire interview. Want to say thank you for letting me get to know you to the level of actually personally knowing you. So, cheers to you, my guy, and thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
Mm,
last thing, if anybody wants to come over here and help me move furniture and set stuff up, just send me a DM.
Oh,
Slide in the DMs.
slide. Just say bye. Just bye.
Bye.
Thank you. See ya.